Okay. Most of the time I have good days, however sometimes I have bad days. This has been a bad day. I'm going to talk about it. I didn't really know that I was gonna film a video today, hence like why I'm sitting on the floor in no makeup, messy hair, like don't give a crap outfit. But I kind of want to start doing these like impromptu vlogging style videos, and so I thought, like, why not start tonight when I have something that's on my mind that I really want to talk about. I am stressed. Today was just one of those days where I became incredibly stressed. I immediately walked into school and just like hugged one of my best friends and like kind of cried for a few minutes, don't really know why. But it started off kind of stressed out, and then I started a new math module on my virtual math class that I just totally didn't understand. And when I contacted the teacher for help, literally all she replied with was, refer back to the textbook. Like, you don't think I did that before I emailed you? Like, I read the textbook over and over and over, like at least 30 times. It was just incredibly frustrating. I finally got it, but the concept took me like 3 hours to figure out what the heck was going on, and it just left me incredibly frustrated on top of, like, you know, just other stuff that was going on. Tomorrow is March 14th. This video is going up the 15th, but tomorrow I'm supposed to fly out to New York City for my spring break. I'm spending about 11 days there. I'm very excited. However, if you've been watching the weather or the news at all, there's like a huge blizzard that's supposed to come into New York. Now, usually I would be okay with kind of like flight changes because I'm a very, very frequent flyer and a frequent traveler. So usually I just kind of go with the flow and it's okay. I understand that what will be, except this trip is a little bit more important and special to me. One of my dearest and best friends is supposed to come out and visit me in the city. We've been planning this trip for quite a few months, and I was really, really looking forward to it. Both of our flights were canceled, and I was fortunate enough to be able to find a flight that gets out tomorrow night after the snow was supposed to stop. My original flight was in the morning at like the peak of the blizzard. However, for my friend who was trying to visit me, he was like completely out of options, and so he had to cancel his trip. Again, it's not the end of the world. However, today it kind of felt like the end of the world. I think I was just super stressed on top of everything, and so I had a moment where I kind of like broke down for a split second. So his flight was canceled and he just decided to cancel the trip right after I got out of school. So I went home, I tried to see if there were like any other options, but obviously like you can't control the weather. However, it totally sucks, and like I'm totally allowed to say that. Like I said, had a bit of a moment, which everybody's allowed to do from time to time. I'm like not a crier. I'm not like one to get super emotional over like little tiny first world problems, but today was just one of those days where I don't know, like all the stress at once kind of hit me, and it wasn't like I was disappointed that the trip fell through, because that happens. It was just like a culmination of like a lot of different things. I feel like everybody's had a day like that where it's like the tiniest little thing just like sets off the waterworks, and it's just like, here they are. So I did what anybody does. I called my best friend in the entire world. Her name's Josephine. She lives in my state, but she lives kind of far away from me, and at this point I was home and she was at her home. So I called her, and I always say everybody should be so lucky in life as to find a Josephine. She is literally like my saving grace. I love her so much. Like, I would do anything for her. I would take a bullet for her. She's just my sister from another family. And so I called her though, and like I felt kind of bad about venting about what I was going through, because, you know, in reality it's really not that big of a deal compared to what others are dealing with, but I just knew that she's always one of those people who like I can call and like vent, and she's not going to judge me for the little things that upset me. So I called her and vented / complained about what had been happening today, and then yesterday I had kind of a really hard day, and so I was just kind of telling her about that, and I basically said what I just told you all, which is I feel really bad about complaining about this stuff when I know that there are other people who have so many more problems and such bigger issues that they're dealing with. And the primary reason why I wanted to make this specific video is because I really do think it actually like has a message and a meaning at the end of it all, which was Josephine just said to me very calmly. She was like, it's okay that you're upset about this. It's what you're dealing with in the moment, and it's what upsets you, and you have every right to be upset. She told me like really just not to, like, don't try and justify why you're feeling this way. It's okay to just feel. And I think that that's something that a lot of us need to be reminded of from time to time, but especially me. I'm one of those people who I don't like to complain a lot. I don't like to appear like I'm a burden. I don't like to complain about things because I know that there are other things that people are dealing with that are so much worse than what I'm currently going through. And so sometimes I kind of forget to give myself a break and understand that it's okay to be pissed off, and it's okay to be upset, and it's okay to be sad. Basically what I'm saying is it's okay to be any other emotion other than happy sometimes. But I just kind of wanted to make this video because I do think that that's an important point if anybody is ever having a hard day, because sometimes we don't really have to justify why we have hard days. We just do. And it can be like something like a trip getting kind of rearranged that sets you off. Or it could just be you wake up and you're like, you know what, I'm just kind of having a hard day. And you don't have to justify that. You have every single right to feel that way. And it's just what you're going through in that moment. And you have every right to feel that way. So thank you, Josephine, for reminding me of that. I really don't think you're watching this video, but if you are, I like love you so much, and you're the reason that I'm making this video because your life advice rocks. I feel like if I was really one of these like vloggy style YouTubers, I would have like a cup of tea and like a nice Tumblr background, but like I just really didn't have time to think of that. So that's where I am. I just have to kind of remember to breathe and know that this day will pass, this heavy feeling will pass, and it's all fine. It's not fine right now, but it will be fine and this feeling will pass. But I also think that it's important to kind of show you this other side of the YouTubers that you watch, because I'm not perfect and I'm not happy all the time and I do have hard days, and you know, it's okay to kind of be angry at the universe once in a while, and I'm angry at the universe right now. And so I thought I would just kind of make a video while I'm in this element, because YouTube is very therapeutic for me, but also maybe this can help somebody. I don't really know. I hope it can. But I think that's really all I have to say in this video. I hope that it provided some sort of help to you all. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you have a bad day, it's okay to acknowledge that you're having that bad day, and you don't have to back it up with like countless facts. You can just simply say I'm having a bad day, and that's okay. You don't have to justify it at all. I really hope that you all did enjoy this video. If you would like more videos kind of mimicking this impromptu like vlogging style, please let me know. I just feel like it's a little bit more authentic. It does feel like me. Next time I probably won't sit on the floor because this is kind of uncomfortable. Just know that bad days happen. They should happen if you're a normal human being. You should have bad days every once in a while, and that's completely okay. And just know that you have every right to be mad once in a while and be upset and be frustrated, and that's okay. And in no way, also let me say this, in no way am I frustrated at my friend who had to cancel his flight because of the weather in New York. Like, that would just be absolutely ridiculous. I'm not frustrated. It's just the situation. It's the weather that I'm mad at. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up to let me know that you would like to see more of these kind of videos on my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Help me grow the Ruby Rocks the World family. Follow me on all my social media networks. Links are always in the down bar below. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon, whenever you all are watching this, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Okay, bye everybody.